I'm just going to throw this out there because the brain is fascinating and it's worth sharing. Now, I realize I'm about to say some shit that sounds like it's out of Rain Man, but around, I would say, 2015-ish, right around the same time I started playing the piano, something really profound started happening to me where in my dreams, I can make music or my brain plays music like a jukebox. And I don't mean like a little riff or something. I mean fully formed, fully composed musical pieces with a drum kit, a synth line, everything. Although it's not always that. Sometimes it's as simple as a single guitar or just a piano, but there are a lot of times when I will hear an entirely finished piece of music in real time, just like if you were putting in a pair of headphones in my sleep. And it's worth noting that it happens in different kinds of dreams where there's, if you don't know what lucid dreaming is, there's something that happens. Don't listen to anybody that tells you it's not real. It absolutely is. It's called lucid dreaming, where you're dreaming, but you realize that you're dreaming. You're fully conscious and aware of the fact that you're in a dream, as opposed to just a regular dream where you have no idea that you're dreaming. And I also think there's kind of like an in-between where you're not quite lucid dreaming, but you're like aware something's up, something ain't right here, in the process of coming into a lucid dream. And it has happened in all three of those. And one of the crazy parts about it is that often when it happens in a lucid dream, I have the ability to change and make the music happen in real time. So it'll start playing like a jukebox and I can hear it like a musical track, just if you were listening to it on an iPod or something. But then I'll start to want to make it feel a certain way and the music will change in real time to the direction I'm trying to make it to go in. And I don't know what to do with this. It's really interesting knowing that there's this little music machine inside of me. Like whatever that thing is that makes someone a musical person, I got it. Obviously I have it. But the other thing about it is it's almost like being able to fully experience making music without having to learn how to play an instrument. That's what it is. This experience is like stripping away having to learn the piano, having to learn the guitar, and just having your brain be able to produce music without the time-consuming process of actually learning how to play an instrument. So every single time this happens, I think I really need to learn sound design and I really need to learn composition, because one of the very frustrating things about it is that every single time, just like a lot of other dreams, I will hear this beautiful, incredible music in my dreams, and then within seconds of waking up, it's just gone. And I've even gone so far as, like, obviously I'm making this friggin' vlog right now because it just happened when I took a nap, and I darted around here to the piano to try and capture it. I loaded up Ableton Live, trying to see if I can plonk the notes on a MIDI keyboard and get something to come out that sounds similar. But the tricky thing is, if it's not just a straight piano or guitar, if it's like a drum and bass kind of a synth line, that involves sound production. That is not as simple as just sitting down at a keyboard and trying to capture the notes, which is as simple as single note presses. Actually being able to craft and create a sound is what sound design is, and then putting it all together with the rest of it is the composition side. And the big picture here, I talk about light shows a lot. If you followed me on Facebook or some of the recent stuff I've been posting after the air hockey event with my light show stuff that I'm getting back into, light shows will always be the main thing. But the big picture is eventually being able to do a light show better than anybody else. I want to have the best light shows out there, but also joining it with the ability to produce music and make live music and live light shows come together into one cohesive audiovisual experience. So at some point, I'm going to try and actually start diving into this. My number one priority has to be the light show side of things. It's so fucking involved. You have no idea. Like, my main mega project right now, I'm probably 30 hours in. I haven't been able to touch it recently because of school, and the finish line is nowhere in sight. once I kind of get the light show side of things to where I want it to be, where I'm doing what I call a light show in a can, kind of live. I'll talk about that in a different vlog. I want to start working on the music part so that I can actually take this little music machine and bring it out into the real world to make a truly special live set. That's kind of the big idea. It's kind of what I have as the big picture, what I want to do with my life. And, yeah. Yeah, music in my dreams. If you've experienced something like that, feel free to post in the comments. I've read on Reddit or other places that other people have experienced the same thing. It's kind of odd, but if nothing else, it's really interesting. And check out the next video I'm going to put out because I have a lot of stuff to talk about with light shows.